how to use influencers to boost your blog web traffic or your website traffic. Hello, it's Friday. I'm in Surrey, in Canada, in British Columbia, just on the edge of Vancouver, and I'm, as you can see behind, sitting on the steps outside the front door. Obviously doesn't sound anywhere near as romantic as sitting on the dock of a bay, and for that reason, lucky you, owner, I'm not going to sing it. Trust me, you don't know how lucky you are that I'm not going to sing. Anyway, so forgive the noise. Cars may drive past. Gardener is sweeping with a particularly scratchy broom over there. A car has just decided to stop just over there with a noisy engine. Sounds like a diesel. I think it's actually just an old car. But of all the places, no. He moved right even closer. Just an old car. Oh, sorry. For those of you that are on audio, I record these as video every single work day, Monday to Friday. So if you go to marketingforowners.com/podcast and look at every episode, you'll find that there's a video of each one, not just audio. So you can get it in any form you want. It's also available on Stitcher as well as iTunes. Stitcher for those of you that have Android mobile phones or just prefer Stitcher. And it's also going to go on SoundCloud. In fact, you may be listening to it on SoundCloud because it may now be on SoundCloud. Something like that. Chicken and egg, which came first? Who knows? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, influencers. Yeah. So the main problem, speak to people about websites. Say, what's the main problem with your website? Generally, most people tell me and most others that the problem is it doesn't do much, not enough visitors, not enough leads, not enough people come to the website. How do you get more people to your website without paying, without spending a fortune on Google AdWords or on Facebook or on placing ads? And the other way, without doing search engine optimization, which is tricky, takes time. We have plans for that, but this is probably your easiest way to do it, and this is going to get you the most benefit, because it's all well and good getting web visitors, but unless they're relevant, very, very, very relevant and targeted, the wrong type, what in our system of the perpetual sales cycle we call potentials, yes, potential customers, unless they're that type, it's wasted. You could have 1 million people a month come to your website, but if they're not slightest bit interested in what you've got to use, what you've got for sale, what you do, what's the point of that? They're just taking your bandwidth. So, what do we do? First of all, we look at our keywords and our subject matter. So, for instance, take an example of my fire safety, fire protection online. For example, we sell fire extinguishers. So, we would look for fire safety, fire extinguishers, terms like that, main products. Now, this is your weekend challenge. So at this point, I need you to grab your pad and your pen. Do you want me to wait? Okay, I'll wait. It's just over there, on table. Yep, that's it. And the pen? Yeah, the pen. Okay? Yeah, right. Ready? Well done. So, go, and I'm just going to run these off. You can go to the episode in the podcast member, marketingforowners.com/podcast. Every single episode is transcribed with show notes, all the links that are mentioned. However, in your online training, you can just search for these names in Google. That's GOOGLE.com or .uk, co.uk, or wherever. Yes. So go to a blog site like Alltop, ALLTOP, or Technorati. Just put it in the way you think it's going to be spelled. Google will know what you're looking for. It's clever. Right? Go to those. Look for in Alltop. It's a collaboration of blogs of all sorts, and so if you can search for fire safety, you'll find a bunch of fire safety blogs. Those are deemed as important. Don't forget, by the way, we don't just want websites. We want people who write actively about your topic. Very important, not just websites. Now, you can enter the ones that seem appropriate in your list. So that's number one. Go to Alltop, Technorati. Find the main influencers for those keywords with then suitable looking websites and put the website in a spreadsheet. Okay, column 1. Now go to Topsy. Again, search for a keyword, find some relevant websites there. Then go to Follower Wonk. No, I'm not making this up. Trust me, Follower Wonk, which is WONK. I don't come up with the names. And then go to BuzzSumo. That's one word, as it says. Enter your keyword and find out articles or things that come up from top websites. List them in your spreadsheet. Now, I want you to list a minimum of 50. This is important. This is not a one-off. This is stuff you're going to come back to. Preferably, get a couple of hundred. Do this another alternative. Do it quickly. Devise the system, do this, do that, step 1, step 2, step 3, and then outsource it to someone or a member of staff or one of your kids, something like that for some pocket money. Anything, just get it done. This really, really is important. You're going to list all those websites and ones that seem relevant. I then want you to list local ones that you know of, that you know do blog, social media, and are active. That means they've got influence. Okay, so the next move is to rank these in order of web importance. So I mean importance as in Google's eyes, because Google's what counts. So go to moz.com and find their Moz rank. Again, Moz rank, M-O-Z, Google it. You'll find those and enter in the Moz rank and then resort them into the order of importance. Then step 3, find their Twitter handle. It should be easy. There are numerous ways, I think I've mentioned it before, of finding Twitter handles. But again, so for example, say mine was Fire Protection Online, just Google fireprotectiononline.co.uk Twitter, and Google will tell you what it is. Amazing, eh? But generally they're going to be on the website, so find it from that. Now, I want you to then go and tweet to these people. Now, not just a random tweet. Watch what they're talking about, and of course you're not going to do all 200 or all 50 in one day. You're going to spread this out. This is going to be a process over a period of time. So you're going to look for a conversation, look for something relevant where they're talking and chatting on Twitter, and dive in. Say something relevant, something helpful, get noticed. So what you're trying to do is be noticed, catch their attention. Something like, oh, great point at blah, blah, blah. And I actually used that a while ago and it worked. Thanks for the tip. Yeah? That kind of thing. You're going to do that 2 or 3 or 4 times for every single person. Step 5. Is this 5? This is going to be a longer list than the normal, by the way. I want you to then go to their blog. Read some of their recent articles, not just the last 2, and put in a comment. put a very relevant comment. Find an article that gets comments and join in. But don't just say, please, don't just say, great article, love it. Be helpful. Say, that's great. I love the point that you mention about blah, blah, blah. I found that when I do this, it does this. Or even be controversial. You can say, yeah, I see that you mentioned this. However, I found that's not always the case with me. If you just make that little tweak or do this as well, it actually does the same. Things like this. A helpful comment that is helpful not only to the actual writer, but mainly helpful to his other readers. You will be noticed. You will be appreciated. Do this a couple of times, maybe 3, in quick succession, like within a couple of days of the tweets. Okay, so not all in the same afternoon. And then, once you've done that, the next thing is you're going to share a couple of his comments, share them on your tweet, and then tweet, send an @ message and say, hey, that was great, I just shared this to my following. You are going to do 3 of those shares, 3 or 4, maybe more, and you're going to mention that. By this time, you'll probably find you're going to get a reply, an @ reply. Thanks, because these kind of people, if you've got the right ones, monitor their @ replies and say thank you to people. Then you're going to send them an email. And just out of the blue, you're going to send them an email. You'll be able to find their email via the website or through their form, whatever. And you're going to send it really simple. Say, hey, Joe, whatever their name is, I've been loving your blog. Only found it recently, and it's great. I love, my favourite article was the one the other day, one you commented on, so it sounds serious, because the reason I liked it was thanks for all your help and tips. Regards, John. Don't put John if your name's not John. It's just an example of me. You know what I mean. Okay? Following me? Getting the gist of this? At this time, you have just said thank you for all your help. Then, at the same time, obviously, you are blogging and you are doing things and you are producing things. The next one is to contact them by email again. These go by email. Say, hey Joe, how you doing? Still loving your blog. It's great. I actually put up an article the other day, or today, or a video, or a report, or something about obviously in a related subject, and thought you may find it interesting. And then this is the catch. You then say, can I send you the link? Regards, John. Yes, John, if your name's John. But you don't include the link. Don't give them the attachment. Don't give them the download. You say, can I send you the link? This is psychological. They get tons of this rubbish all the time. I do. And it says, oh, please share this with you. Here's the article. Right, that's just spammy pictures from PR people. Ugh. We delete those. But who on earth sends an email and then doesn't include it and asks? That's genuine. So you will be surprised. People will reply to you and say, sure. By the way, you are not going to get 80 or 90 or 70% replies. You're going to get something like 10%, possibly 5%. And this is why 200 is better than that. Because what you'll find is some will by now have checked you out and will have shared a couple of your tweets. You'll have noticed, and so you'll pick this up on your spreadsheet. You're going to mark all these things on the spreadsheet, by the way, as you do them. And you are going to find that some of these people are reacting and are recommending what you say. Yes, because you put out quality, of course. Now, the ones that say, sure, send it over, you'll be surprised. The reason they will do that is these people are very active on social media, they're very active in their own niche, and that you found a targeted, relevant person. They want to share good quality information with their audience that helps their audience. If you have good quality information, it's in their target niche, they want to share your stuff. You are helping them. Okay, so you're helping them, they're helping you. So you're going to then send them the link, say thanks, here's the link, tell me what you think. And what you'll find is that these people share, these people recommend it, they'll put it on their blog, on their Twitter, whatever, in their Facebook, and they'll come back. Now you have started a relationship. Now you will continue that relationship, and then just occasionally send a message, say, are you ever in my area? Whatever. Perhaps you can meet them for a coffee. Perhaps you can invite them to your office. Perhaps you can say, I'm in your area. Have you got a minute? I'd love it to pop in and chat. Get to know them, build a relationship, because these people have got a bigger audience than you. And when they recommend your product to their audience, their people think, interesting. They come along and they comment. So you're not looking for, if you contact 100 of these people and you get 5 respond, you're not thinking all that effort for 5 responses. Those 5 generate multitudes of traffic, interested traffic, and comments to your blog. This stuff works. That's for you, Claire. Right. Don't just take my word for it. I don't invent this stuff. This is what the top people do. This is how blogs and websites and products from absolutely nowhere are suddenly touted around everywhere, because the people have built a relationship and they ask if it's okay to show them that product or service or post or whatever, and would they mind sharing it with their people. In amongst those, that list, by the way, you may have some lesser, not so important people where you can just cut out the thing and send them the email that says, can I send you the link? I'll have more information like this for you next week, but that is your weekend challenge. It may take you a little longer than a weekend, but I want you to build the list, build those details, build out the spreadsheet, use Google Docs or Excel, don't mind which, and build it up. Record when you sent the tweets, record when you sent the comment, and record the post you commented on, so you've got all this information so that when you come back later and do some more, you can come back to it. The bigger the followers, the more important they are, the longer this process will take, but the more important it is. You will make some big friends, my friend. Honestly, this will work for you, for any business. Go for it. Oh, and have a great weekend.